Okay, let's have a look what happens in an electrolytic cell. An electrolytic cell, by definition, supplies electrons to enable a non-spontaneous reaction to proceed. So in other words, a reaction that wouldn't normally go ahead is able to proceed because of that supply of electrons from an external source. So with an electrolytic cell, we provide electrons to ensure the reaction happens. So let's take an example, and in this case we'll look at electroplating. With an electroplating process, we might take a fork and let's say we want to cover it in gold. We've got a cheap and nasty iron or stainless steel fork. We want to make it look valuable, so we want to coat it in gold. It saves us because we don't have to buy a pure gold fork, and our guests won't know if we eat with a gold-plated fork as well. So what we do is we hook up our gold and our fork to a battery. And the direction of that battery, or the connection to that battery, is very important. We need to hook up our item being plated to the negative terminal of that battery. And this then becomes the negative part of our half reaction. We hook up to the positive terminal the substance that's going to donate our coating. In other words, what's going to do the electroplating. We hook that up to the positive terminal, so this electrode will be the positive electrode. And then we see two reactions taking place. So first of all, at the anode, on this side, we're going to get gold being oxidized to gold-3 ions. And it's going to produce a source of electrons that are going to be recycled in the process. Our battery will initially supply the electrons to our half cell on this side, but we need to replenish them with electrons from our source material, in this case gold. So we have our electrons being given up, we have our source of electrons from our battery initially, they're going to come through to our item being electroplated, and they're going to pull out from solution our gold. And the electrons, when they combine with our gold ions, are going to be reduced to give us gold that's going to plate our item. Now, there is one important distinction that we must make between electrolytic cells and electrochemical cells. In an electrochemical cell, we said that the anode was negative because it supplied electrons. We also said that the cathode was positive because it accepted the electrons. In an electrolytic cell, because we've hooked up our item to be plated to our negative terminal, we say that the cathode, or that part being reduced, is the negative component. And likewise, we say that our anode, which is where oxidation takes place, is the positive electrode. So that's the reverse process for our electrochemical cell to our electrolytic cell. Oh, and hopefully, if things go well, our gold will decrease and we will see gold plating our fork in this case, or our item to be electroplated.